The colonel laughed at a little black girl's request to use the shooting range, until she broke every SEAL shooting record. Laughter echoed through the officers' club at Fort Braxton Military Base like the crack of a cannon, causing crystal goblets to rattle on mahogany tables. "Are you serious, girl?" Colonel Marcus Steele leaned forward in his leather armchair, his blue eyes sparkling with cruel amusement as he watched the 12-year-old girl standing alone before his desk surrounded by a dozen senior officers. Maya Johnson maintained the perfect military posture her father had taught her, her small fists clenched at her sides, holding tightly to a yellowed envelope. Her father's Medal of Honor, Sergeant David Johnson, hung silently on her skinny chest, a painful reminder of why she was standing there in that humiliating moment, facing men who looked at her as if she were an unwanted insect. "Sir, I would like to request permission to use the firing range today," Maya repeated in a steady voice, though her hands trembled imperceptibly. "It's the 3rd anniversary of my father's death in combat, and I wanted to honor him by practicing shooting, as he taught me before he left for his last mission." Steele burst out laughing even louder, slamming his hand on the table so hard that the other officers' whiskey glasses swayed dangerously. "Did you hear that? The girl thinks she knows how to shoot. What's next? She'll want to fly our fighter jets too." The other officers around them began to laugh as well, some whispering poisonous comments that Maya pretended not to hear. "Children should be playing with dolls," muttered Major Thompson. "Little girls belong in school, not messing around with guns," added Captain Williams, causing a new wave of cruel laughter. What Colonel Steele didn't know, and Maya kept as her most precious secret, was that David Johnson had not been an ordinary soldier. For 6 consecutive years, every afternoon after school, every Saturday and Sunday afternoon, Maya had trained tirelessly with a man who secretly held the unofficial record for best marksman on the base. Records that were whispered only among the most experienced soldiers, but never officially recognized. 3 years ago, when the tears were still fresh and the pain of loss pierced her chest like a hot knife, Maya had made a whispered promise at the grave covered by the American flag. A promise that no one else had heard, but one she carried like a burning flame inside her heart, fueling every day of secret training she had undertaken since then. "Listen here, girl," Steele said, standing up and walking around the table with deliberately intimidating steps, his imposing figure casting a shadow over Maya. "This is no